Okay, we have one example, and this question is saying in the triangle below, let us find the trigonometric ratios for A, B, and C. In short, we are finding the trigonometric ratios for angle A, angle B, and also angle C. So we'll start by, remember trigonometric ratios we are dealing with, so then we have TOA there, so TOA. So we'll start with A. We'll start by saying sine A. Sine A, you know, always sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. What is the opposite of A? It is 3 centimeters. Hypotenuse of A is 5 centimeters. Not hypotenuse of A, but hypotenuse of that triangle is 5 centimeters. So this one will be 3 over 5. 3 over 5 is the answer for sine A. We go to cos A. Cos A, we are told that it is adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent of A? The adjacent of A is 4. So it will be 4 centimeters over hypotenuse of that triangle is 5 centimeters. So we are going to have 4 over 5. Then we go to tan A. Tan A. Tan A, it is opposite over adjacent. What is the opposite of adjacent? Our opposite of A is 3 centimeters, and the adjacent of A is 4 centimeters, which will be equal to 3 over 4. Now, I want to believe you have observed that I'm not putting the units. You know, when you are dealing with ratios, there's no need of putting units. In short, the units will divide. Centimeter divided by centimeter, it is 1. So that's the reason why the units are not included. I'm done with A. Now I can go to B. So I'll start with sine B. Sine angle B. In short, there is a theta there on B. There was a theta on A. Okay, now we go to sine B. What is sine B? Sine B is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is equal to our opposite of B is 4 centimeters over 5 centimeters. And our answer will be 4 over 5. Then we go to cos B. Cos B is, according to cos, it is adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent of B is 3 centimeters over hypotenuse is 5. So our final answer will be 3 over 5. And finally, we have tan. Tan B is equal to, which is SOHCAHTOA, it is opposite over adjacent. Our opposite will be, our opposite of B is 4 centimeters over 3 centimeters, which will be 4 over 3. That is what we have. Now, of course, I've written C. We won't go for C. We want to go for C because C, it is, the angle is 90 degrees. And C, it will give us a challenge because if I say sine C, it will be opposite. The opposite of C is 5, and the hypotenuse again is 5. So it won't make sense. Of course, it will make sense, but it will just end on B. Yeah, it will just end on B. Otherwise, this is what we had. Maybe we can look at another example. Let us look at another example. We have this example which is saying calculate the value of x in each of the following. In each of the following, we have A. We go to A. The A, we are seeing the value of x. It is the hypotenuse. The value of x is the hypotenuse. So let's calculate the value of x. What will be the answer for the value of A? What will be the answer for the value of A? I mean the value of x. So for question number A, we have to identify the theta we have been given. You know the theta we have been, let me just write it here as our A. The theta given is 30. Now, what else have we been given? We have been given 5 centimeters. Now, what is 5? Is it hypotenuse, adjacent, or opposite? We have to look the direction or the side where that 5 is. It is to the opposite of 30. So, meaning O is 5 centimeters. Now, what is X? X is opposite to 90 degrees, meaning it is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse. So now we have O and H. Among the 3 trigonometric ratios, which one has got O and H? So among the 3, remember we have So, Ka, To, Wa. So the one with the OH is sine. So this means that to handle question number A, we are going to say sine theta is equal to opposite of hypotenuse. So we are going to say sine 30. Since the theta is 30, which will be equal to opposite. Our opposite is 5. I'll just write it, then I'll just write 5 without units. We will still reconsider those units since we are dealing with the side. So it will be over x. Now, what is sine 30? The idea is to find the value of x. This means that you need to cross multiply. So cross multiply there and say x, we'll cross multiply there so that we get rid of x or find the value of x. We'll say x, then we'll say sine 30 degrees is equal to 5. Then later on you say x sine 30 is equal to 5. Then divided by sine 30. Even this other side sine 30. So we do this. Then we have x is equal to, what is 5 divided by sine 30? Maybe you can still use even a calculator. However, such ratios as 30, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, we'll learn these even without using calculator. So you go to sine, you write 30 there. The answer is 0.5. So this is the same as saying 5v divided by 0.5. Now, what is 5v divided by 0.5? 5v divided by 0.5. The answer we get is 10. So it will be 10 centimeters. So this tells us to say the value of x there is 10 centimeters. The value of x is 10 centimeters. So we go to, so that is the value of x. Now we go to the value of y. Now we find the value of, the value of the question number B, where we find the value of x. So for B, we have the hypotenuse is 6. We have the adjacent for 55 degrees is x. So x is the adjacent. Then we have also the theta, which is 55. Now, which one among the three trigonometric ratios has h and a, or a and h? So we find that it is cos. It is this one here. So we're going to have cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 55 degrees is equal to adjacent is, what is the adjacent there? It is x, then the hypotenuse is 6. So cross multiply by saying 6 multiplied by cos 55, which will be equal to x. Now what is 6 multiplied by cos 55? We first need to find cos 55. So cos 55, we are going to have 6 multiplied by 0.57357 6. We have 35105, which will be equal to x. So if we multiply that one, we are going to have multiplied by 6. The answer we are going to have is 3.1 or 3.44, which will be equal to x. So therefore, our final answer will be 3.44 centimeters. 3.44 centimeters. That will be our answer for that question. That will be the answer for question number B. We go to question number C. We go to question number C. We look at question number C. Okay, we move. We have, for this one now, we have to identify. I've already identified. X is the opposite of 40, so meaning x is O. Then we have 10. 10 is the adjacent, because this other side is the hypotenuse, because of that 90 degree we are seeing there. So this means that which one has OA, we have, it is tan. So we are going to say tan theta is equal to O over A. So on theta, we are going to replace it with 40 degrees, where we are going to have our O. Our O, what is our O? Our O is, it is X, okay, which is the opposite, and the adjacent is 10. It is 10. So we move. So we are going to move. So now we cross multiply there. So we cross multiply as usual. So we are going to have 10 multiplied by tan 40 degrees, which will be equal to x. So you get your calculator and say tan 40. So it will be 10 multiplied by 0.839963117728, which will be equal to x. So let us multiply that 10 multiplied by the answer we have. So the answer we are getting is 8.39 centimeter, which is equal to x. 8.39 centimeters, which will be equal to x. So this is the answer we have for the value of x on question number C. That is the answer we have for the value of x on question number C. Thank you so much.